So in this video, we're going to briefly discuss mechanical power measurements. Right. So mechanical power measurements basically are used to measure the power generated by internal combustion engines, gas turbines, and electrical motors. So typically the name of mechanical power measurements or the tools that are the instruments that measure mechanical power are called dynamometers. Right. So the power driven through a shaft can be is defined as the rotational velocity, omega, in radians per second times the torque being applied, right, in newton meters, right? So newton meters per second is the same thing as watts, right? Right. So in United States, a lot of times we'll use the power of an engine will denote in horsepower, and the equation for horsepower is denoted here, right? So it's in foot-pounds per revolutions per second divided by 550 gives you your uh, total power in horsepower, right? So the various methods for measuring the output of a shaft have been developed. So these are different types of dynamometers. We have a Prony brake, Crail dynamometer, eddy current dynamometer. Both AC and DC generators can be used, as well as a order brake dynamometer can be all used to measure power generated and transmitted through a shaft. Right. So the textbook describes working principles behind each of these different type of dynamometers briefly, but greater detail is available in the following text by ASME. Okay, so please review that if you ever come into a situation where you need to measure the power through a motor or transmitted through a shaft. And in the next set of videos in the next class, what we'll talk about is motors and actuators. So we'll talk about how sensors and things can be used to monitor the positions of motion that the operator of an instrument or a machine is trying to control.